Hello guys, welcome back to the 7th episode of how to make a game like anime tower defense, or like an anime tower defense game. I think there is no game called anime tower defense, but maybe you can create one. So in the last episode we did the path, but there was like one very tricky error with this. So as you can see, the enemies spawn in normally with our configured waves and the configured enemy types. But there's just a few minor problems, and you're going to see what I mean just when they reach about here. Because for right now, everything seems pretty normal, right? But as you can see, they kind of TP, and they TP because otherwise they would just run from here where they TP straight down to this point, not even halfway, and then walk straight to this point, and then like stay stuck about here. And we don't want this. Also, enemies just see he's just here and he's there. And we don't want this. See, they just TP, and we are going to fix this issue in this episode. So as always, if you like my tutorials, make sure to like and subscribe. Also leave a comment on what you want to see next in this series. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So we are going to, first of all, check these scripts that we have. So in the server script service, we have the enemy controller, which is basically the main script for spawning the enemies. And yeah, we are going to modify this script just a bit, just to make it easier. So we are going to remove the move enemy to point function because it's just unnecessary. And we are going to just call this function move. And this just needs the enemy, which is a model. Because we of course don't need this stuff. And down here we can just call move with the enemy, and we don't have to pass the one, just the move. That's pretty much it. But actually we want to do coroutine.grab, we want to do move, and we want to pass through the enemy. And this is everything for down here. So now we need to change or actually create the move function. And we are going to first of all get the humanoid and the root part of the enemy. So we're going to do enemy colon find first child humanoid, and then we can just copy this. Sorry, not this. I mean here. And then we do humanoid root part, or if that's not the case, enemy dot primary part. And then we do if not root part. Oh, sorry, I have to name this root part, of course, for it to work. Root part. So if not root part, then we just want to return, because of course there is no root part and we can't do the further stuff without getting the root part. So then we get the points. So the points are essentially, if you missed the last episode, the blocks that mark the way. So it goes like from here around here. They are like named in order, so this is number 4 and it's the 4th point. So yeah, they just go according to the line, and that's pretty much it. So we get the points, which is the path folder, colon get children. And then we do table dot sort. And I think no, we don't, because of course we got the points. So we do the points, and then we do function, and this just gets the both values. So we can just name them A and B because we don't need them anyways. And we are going to return the two number A dot name less than two number B dot name. There we go, ends. So this is everything basically. Then we do local tolerance. Set this to 2, I think. Then we basically get to the loop. Also, let me zoom this in a bit so you can see this a bit better. Why do we have an error here? Of course. Okay, so for point index, so point index is equal to 1, comma hashtag points do. So the point index right now is 1, and we do this for how many times that there are points inside the path folder. And then we do local target point is equal to points, and then we do point index dot position. And then we do local path is equal to path finding service. So make sure you get the path finding service identified up here. Then we do path finding service colon create path, and we are going to pass a table. And we are going to do agent radius is equal to 2. We do agent height is equal to 5. We do agent can jump equal to false because we don't want the enemy to jump. And then we do agent max slope is equal to 45. That's pretty much it for this. And then we do path colon compute async with the root path dot position and the target points. And this gives us the path. Then we do if path dot status is equal to enum dot path status dot success. Then for every waypoint in I pairs path column get waypoints do. And then we pretty much just want to move the humanoid. Maybe it gives us something. No, it doesn't. So we just do humanoid column move to, and then we move it to the waypoints dot position. And then we do humanoid dot move to finished column weights. And then this will get our tolerance. So if, and then we're going to do this in brackets because we need to do some math. So if the root part dot position minus the target points dot magnitude is less or equal than tolerance, then we're going to break. So what this essentially does, this one here, it checks if the root part dot position minus the target point is like the magnitude, it's going to give us one number. It's like the distance is less than 2, then the unit is, or the enemy is like on the point, and then we can just skip ahead, or it's like near to the point, and it's just easier to just give it the next point. Then so that's pretty much it. So I think this was essentially it. Let me quickly check my script, but I think we are good to go, actually. Let me just see, because we are missing one line. Let me just see where I got this line from. And I know where it's from. It's because here I had a warn statement. So we can just do warn no root part in here. And then we can try this out. So let's play. Go to view, and in the output, let's see. So for now, the enemies just walk as normal. So they walk steady, they walk like you set the walk speed to. But the real thing is we're going to see this just right now. Also, you can see you can just push them around. it doesn't matter, they just return back. But we're going to fix the moving to like into enemies anyways. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And as you can see, the boss just spawned in. Also, if we are finished with this and we have like not spent 15 minutes on the video, we are also going to add a boss bar. So when the boss spawns, we will have like a pop out up here. Um, and as you can see, the enemies don't teleport; they just walk the path they should walk, and that's good. That's perfect. So right now they don't get destroyed because they just stay here. So, but it's not a big issue as there is nothing they should do as of right now. But yeah, we can wait for the boss to just move around. Or actually, we don't because he will just move around. So we can stop this. And then we can, let me see, if there's anything else that we might need to change. Um, let's get to the collision groups. So inside the replicated storage, inside the modules pad collision groups. So close the output. And this is essentially for the player. And like this. So we want to do one simple thing. And we want to go into the subscript service and then the player stats. And we want to just assign each player with like the collision. So we want to do players.player edit connect function player. And then we do for underscore. Oh, we need the character actually. We do player.character edit connect function character. Or actually, do we have this in the enemy controller as of right now? Okay, we are doing this there right now too, so we can delete this, I think. So let's just fix it in the existing one. Then. So, in the enemy controller, the collision group is then assigned to player. And essentially this should, yeah. So we need to do local character. Actually, we need to do player.character edit. Character edit, connect function. Just put as a character. And then we basically just cut this out and paste this in there. And then we do character to get children. And that should be fixed. So let's see if we can no longer collide with enemies. They should be able to just walk right through us. And yes, they can. So we fixed the error just right now. And let me see, we spent under 15 minutes. So we are going to do the boss bar. And yeah, so now everything is working pretty smooth and pretty fine, which is good. We can modify like our path easier. They just walk the given path. And now let's get to the boss bars. Also in the next episode, we are going to do the health display over the enemies. So like how much health they have, name and stuff. And yeah, that's what we're going to do next episode. Well, let's make the boss bar when there's a boss. So we are want to go to start at GUI. And right now we just have a screen GUI. But I'm gonna make another screen GUI and call this in-game. And I am add a frame inside. And I'm gonna name this to boss frame. I'm gonna just make it fairly big, like this maybe. Then I'm gonna set the anchor point to 0.5,0 and the position to 0.5,0 as well. Then I'm gonna get my plugin. Let me get the auto scale light and conversion. Get these both to the size. Now, so with plugin you can just set the size. The plugin just does it automatically. So yeah, basically we want to expand the boss frame down a bit. both like this. Yeah, the background transparency, or actually let's do 2.5 right now. And then we want to do a scrolling frame. Or actually we don't. We just do, or actually we can just go like this. Then we can add a frame that is called the holder. So holder. Then we can just set the size to 1:1. And then in here, we can make it transparent as well. Then in here, we are going to add a template. This is essentially what we are going to design. So this is the template frame. And we basically want the boss bar in. So I'm gonna add a frame. I'm gonna like do it like this, maybe a bit smaller. I'm gonna set this to 0.5,0 and 0.5,0. Then I'm gonna adjust the, let me get the position to point. Actually, let me get the plugin first, and then let me scale the size. And let me give this like 3.5. Then let me give this to like 0.65, 0.55. Actually 0.45. Yeah, that's good. So I'm gonna add a UI corner inside. I'm gonna make this to 12. I'm gonna give this like a matte gray black look. So I'm gonna get the background color to like a nice, like kind of matte black, kind of like this. Okay, so yeah, so basically with them, what we need to do is we want to give it the help. So this would be the bar holder. And inside the bar, there would be the actual bar, right? And let me just do the size to 0.5,1. And I'm gonna give it the same UI corner as the bar holder, of course. And I'm gonna make this bar to like a red to symbolize the health. Not like such a red, but I'm gonna do like such a red maybe. Yeah, I think this is okay. And yeah, then we have the health. And then we give the bar holder a UI stroke for the border. Make like 3, like 2. You would like a 2 just round up. So then what I would do next is we should get the health in there. So inside the bar holder, we also want to give a text label. We set it to 0.5, 0.5, not this one, but the text label. 0.5, 0.5 for the anchor points. The size could be 0.8 to 0.8. And then 0.5, 0.5 here again. Actually, I'm gonna do 0.5 for the, oh, for the X, I mean 0.5, like this. So this would then be the health. And then we want to do just a placeholder text. We'll get the text scaled. We'll make the background invisible. I'm gonna add a UI stroke. Make this contextual, size 3. Get the health, and then give it like 0.1. Actually, this was fine. Make the text color to white. Actually, we get another font, maybe like Lucky Sky. Maybe. Actually, let me just use 3.1. Yeah, so then we get the health. And then we want to essentially, I think this is pretty much it. Oh yeah, of course the name. Then we need the name. I think we can also make the template a bit smaller, like this. Then we can just get the bar holder and extend it down a bit. So it looks like this. And then we just need the text label. Set it like to be in the middle. So 0.5, 0, and then 0.5, 0 here too. And then we'll make it like 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. That's way slow. Like 0.5, 0.5. Yeah, let me drag it up a bit. And then let me do for the y, I'm gonna do 0.3 or 0.35. That's good. I'm gonna extend the length to 0.6. Then I'm gonna make the background transparency to 1 and basically get the same UI stroke as in this one. Then I'm gonna name this to name or not name. This is gonna give us an error because we like check what the name. It's not going to give us like it's just going to give us a name of the thing. And then I must change this to 3.1 as well, and the text color to white. And then I make the text scaled. I'm gonna do boss name here. That's essentially our UI. Then we can get the boss frame and give it a background of 1. This would then be our template. We then want to give in the holder a UI list layout. Then we can duplicate this, and as you can see, it just gives us more of those. But we can like make the whole boss frame or the whole a bit smaller. So we want to 0.7 and 0.72. Yeah, we need to change it in the template. So let's delete all the excess templates and just get this one and scale it a bit down like this. I think like this is okay. Then let me get it to 0.5 again. Oh yeah, we need to do the UI list layout. The horizontal alignment should be to center. And also I didn't scale this, so let me get the plugin. Scale this. So now when we duplicate this, see it looks quite nice. And we got all the different bosses. That's good. So then we are going to make the template invisible. And then we can start with the scripting. So inside the start wave, or yeah, inside the start wave here, basically get the enemy info. And then we can do the boss stuff here. Then we do if enemy info dot, and let me check. So we get the enemy config dot is boss is equal to true, then. And then basically we want to make this visible. So we get the okay, one thing we don't have is we don't have the player. This is quite oh yeah, of course, because we don't need the player. But basically we can just call the start wave 1. But should we do we even need okay, we do. So then we just do call player here. And then we do like 1 call player. And then in the start wave or spawn enemy, I mean, we call player 2. We copy this and go to the spawn enemy, paste it here. Then we have the player. So then we got local player GUI. equal to player, and we can do player is colon a player, player.player GUI, and then we do local boss frame is equal to player GUI, and wait for child. Then we do in-game wait for child the boss frame, and then we do local template is equal to boss frame colon wait for child holder, and then colon wait for child template, and then we do basically then we do so template local clone is equal to template colon clone, and then we do clone dot name is equal to enemy info dot, and then this would be the enemy name. Then we do clone dot parent is equal to the we do templates dot parent, and then we can configure this. So then we do a bit of functions. So local function health and local function. Yeah, that was it. That was it. Then we can just call health. After we did clone dot boss name dot text is equal to, yeah, and then we just accept this. So then we do the health right here. So inside the health, we just get the bar. So we do local bar is equal to, and then we do actually bar holder first is equal to clone wait which I'll bar holder, and then we do local bar is equal to bar holder wait which I'll bar, and then we can adjust this label, and then we just do local health label is equal to template or clone which I'll health, or it's actually in the bar holder which I'll health. We got everything what we need. And then we just do while we do while enemy do, and yeah, that's essentially perfect. And then we can do test await 0.1. So we get the border dot size, which is good. This is perfect. The health level of text, which is good. So this is relative, so it should work basically. So let's do this on a task delay. So task dot delay 0, function, because we want to run this on a separate thread, because otherwise it will kind of like stop the code from working. So we don't want this. So let's play and see if it works. View output and let's see if it works. So for now, everything should be working normal. Oh, sorry for my chair. It's gonna like squeaking and creaking a lot. That's pretty much it. So let's see if the boss spawns in. Okay, we get a index of player GI. So the player is essentially nil. Why is it like this? Let me see. We could just fire a like thing, but I'm gonna do the player before this. We do in here. Like this. We get the player, spawn enemy. It's not used anywhere else. Just use it there. Pass the player. You get a player for the start wave. Let's pass the player here too. This. Then the player, and then we do player, comma 1. Now let's see if it works. We'll just put an enemy in the first wave to make it easier so we don't have to wait this long. So let's go to the waves config and then make copy this, place beneath here, and then let's see. One, two, three, 4, 5, and now the boss should spawn, and we got the boss enemy bar up here. Let's go, we got 500 of 500. So now we can go to the server. So we can go to the server, and we can damage this humanoid. We can do the health, set it equal to like 389. Go back. Okay, now this scaled up. We want this to scale down. So this is good, but it essentially would work. So let's see if we change it to 1 health. Right, oh, sorry. I need to change this and this to 389. As you can see now it works. And let's change it to like 1. As you can see, it's a 1. And if we then set it to 0, so this guy would like die. As you can see, the enemy still exists though. So when we delete the boss enemy, then this should go away. So let's fix this. So we want to go to the enemy controller, and up here. So after this, we would then do the clone colon destroy. Let's try this again. And now the boss is spawning in. As you can see, when we go to this server and essentially just delete the boss, we still have it. Okay. So let's fix this. We do, or let's see what is enemy. Okay, let's just do if enemy, then do this, and else we just do this and break. Okay, let's see. Okay, now the boss should spawn in. And there he is. Let's go ahead and delete him. And it's still there. Let's see. Okay, so we want to modify this a bit. So first of all, we want to go here and we want to cut this out and to just math.floor. Paste it in again. The same thing here. And then we can just scroll here, cut this, and do enemy dot paste. So this essentially prohibits, like when we do like 11.22 damage, it's not going to show like an infinitely low number, it's just going to show us without decimals. So it's good. So then we want to do, we can pretty much delete this. Is it here? And then we do, down here we do clone destroy, I think. But we want to add a few more checks here. We do ends enemy.parent and enemy.humanoid dot health higher than 0. And now it should work properly. So yeah, let's try it out. So let's see. So it spawns in the enemies just as normal. And now we got the boss. Let's go to the server and delete the boss. And now it's gone. And this is good. So we can add a new wave. So I'm gonna delete this out of here again. I'm gonna delete, not delete, I'm gonna add a new wave to wave number 3. And I'm gonna do just 10 bosses or like 5 bosses. So let's try this out, how it would look. Oh yeah, and I also forgot, we have to go here to the star wave. So in the star wave, when we start the next wave, we also have to pass the player here too, just to make it work. So yeah, now they should spawn with each wave. It should work perfectly. So yeah, let's see if they spawn in now. It should be working perfectly. And it is, and they spawn in. So yeah, let's see how the enemies spawn in. So we get the first boss enemy. We'll just delete this boss. We got 2, 3, 4, 5 boss enemies. Well, I think it works. And if we just delete 2 of those, see that we only have 3 bars left. We can delete like 2 of those. And for the last one, we can like change the health a bit to like 213. Not the max health. The health again, sorry. Change the health, not the max health. The max health, not the health, not the health, not the max health. As you can see, it works perfectly. In the next episode, we are basically going to do the same thing that we have up here for each of the enemies. They also kind of lag sometimes. Yeah, we are also probably going to fix this. They kind of lag. Just tiny bits. But yeah, I think it's okay for now. I think it only happens when there's multiple enemies, and if you destroy them or if they reach a tower, it should be working good. So yes, this should be working pretty fine. One thing we can try to do is when we moved the thing here, we could do pass dot delay 0, comma function, and then basically do this on a separate core. Let's see if it works now. Or if, I mean, it does work, but if it works better. Yeah, they seem to not lag this much. Let's see how it looks like when they continue on their path. It seems like to be an issue with the longer, like, so when they have to pass a longer, like, way. Let's see how it works. Seems smooth as of now. But let's just see how it looks with the first boss enemy. Second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. And yeah, I think it seems fine. They don't lag as much now. They seem to be looking pretty good. Yes, good. So let me delete just a few of these boss enemies. Let me change the health of this one. Again, change the health, not the max health. Yeah, they don't lag. So be good. And yeah, I think that was it for the video. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.